3/4 of workers report they are working from home.
What a huge shift that certainly didn't come by choice, but it is forcing companies to take a look at what will happen when employees head back to the office. What does the future of work look like? Heather, we've been talking about working from home being an option for folks for probably 20 years. But sometimes change has to be forced, right?
Yes, and that seems to be what's happening in the case here. It was interesting that 4% of the workforce was working from home more than half the time pre-pandemic.
So almost no one, really.
And now you look, and I talked with some experts in this field, and they expect post-pandemic, I mean, we're talking still 2-3 years from now, 30% will work some sort of hybrid. That seems that sort of 2 to 3 days a week. So they don't believe it's going to be everybody stays at home all the time or everybody comes back to work. But that sweet spot seems to be just a couple of days a week where you still get the connection with your coworkers, but you still get the benefits of working at home and benefits to both the employer and the employee.
And the benefits to the, why don't we start with the employee? I mean, the employee gets the benefit of more time. In their life. You get rid of the commute, you get rid of the expense for gas, and maybe your insurance goes down, your wear and tear on your car, that sort of stuff.
And then you talk about the employer, and this could have long-term effects on real estate as well. We talked with one group, and he said he was the president of a small mortgage company, and he said that they'd been looking at building a larger building, and they're thinking, ooh, maybe now we're going to rethink that. We might not want to build this big building. I mean, even you look at downtown real estate and how that could possibly change. One thing, though, that the experts were telling me, though, is that people are working at home more from now, and that sort of divide between work and home is blurred. And so you might be working even more from home. So one of the things that they're going to have to manage, and managers will have to talk about, is making sure that people aren't burning out or overworking down the road.
I think some of the concern used to be, and I've written for magazines over the years. In magazine, it always seems silly to me that like the magazine writers would go to an office. Because why? But the reason is that editors and bosses like to see their minions, and if you see them, you feel like you know they're working. And so managers have found, you know what, I can still in fact manage people in a constructive way when they're working remotely. I wonder how much of this love affair with this will last after doing it throughout the summer. Some of this is necessity, right? Because childcare, what else are you supposed to do?
Absolutely. And that's why I think they say it could be a hybrid. It's not, and also the other thing too is I reached out to a whole bunch of Twin Cities employers. A lot of them said we're not quite ready to share the plan, but we do have a plan that will come into play when we go back. And that plan will take a while. I mean, several months now, and it could be people coming back in shifts. It could be people 25% here or there. They could be rotating. So this is not going to suddenly switch and everyone's going to be back in the office. So you will have that hybrid for quite a while now.
Well, let's talk about workouts. A lot of us are struggling if you're trying to help your kid with distance learning, working from home, blah, blah, blah. So here's the solution: 4-second workout.
Is that the solution?
It's done.
I don't know.
1,